working together is gonna be legend. Wait for it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 19 of Zero Life. My name is Barrett Courtney. I'm one of your hosts, and here joined with me is not Sean Pitts. Sean died. No, I'm just kidding. He's just really he's a busy boy this week. But instead, joined with me is the honorary third member of Zero Life. You know him as @Rogeformer on the internet, Roger Pokorny. Now, I say that because you made our logo and you made like part of the intro of Zero Life, so that's why you're in our bio every week.
People have said, they come up to me and they said, "Hey, I know you from Zero Life," and I was like,
"Yeah." So you are here in San Francisco.
Yes.
Yeah. We usually don't like to do, at least for this show, podcasts over the internet.
Yeah.
So we brought you out here only for this show.
Only for the show.
And nothing else.
Super expensive.
Yeah. It was. Will it be worth it?
I mean, I'm bringing in 10,000 views for this video.
So before we get into why you're here, let's talk about who you are.
Yeah.
I
mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about like my skin color.
No, just like where you're from, like in the actual world, and then where you're from on the internet.
I'm from New York.
Yeah.
Long Island.
Yeah.
Nassau County.
Yeah.
Franklin Square.
Okay.
We're going to give her. You want my address now?
No, but that might be a little
phone
too much.
number, I think.
No. No.
Okay.
You're gonna get those late night texts, be like, "Hey, look at that! I saw that sweet ass on Zero Life."
Yeah. I'm from Franklin Square, New York.
Okay, cool.
I am born and raised there.
Yeah.
Not born there, but raised there.
Okay.
And
that's the important part.
Yeah, exactly. And I make YouTube videos on the internet, super fucking original.
Yeah.
As everyone knows. People do it.
Before we even get to the internet stuff, you also are about to graduate high school.
Yeah.
Just to give some context to those people out there who might not know Roger.
Yeah.
You're graduating. When do you graduate? Right now we're recording this on June 3rd.
Yeah, the 20-something. I don't know.
Oh, way later this month?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. When do you start school?
Start school is September 9th, I think.
Okay. So that's a couple weeks later than here.
Still
we usually,
still very annoying.
We usually start school here like mid-August.
And then
so it's sort of balanced.
We have our prom like 5 days before graduation.
Interesting.
And then they fuck us over sometimes. I can curse, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They fuck us over sometimes because if anyone gets wild or anything, they're like, "Yeah, we'll put rehearsal the day after prom just to screw with you guys."
I meant to wear a hat for this show.
Yeah. Do you want?
How's my hair doing?
Your hair looks good.
It's fine.
I mean, it always looks good.
It's passable.
No, it's very good.
Okay.
I think it's fuzzy sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a comb.
No, the comb's not gonna work at all. Comb never works. Comb never works for my hair. I'm sorry.
On.
No, it's okay.
It's blue though.
So, yeah, you're about to graduate high school.
Yeah.
You're from Long Island. But what do you do on the internet?
I make, I guess, video essays, right? Like I've had to like make the spiel to like a million people this week. But I do video essays on the internet.
And then you're also part of the sort of like bonus points.
Yeah, bonus points.
Podcast.
It's weird to say that because we haven't done it in a minute.
Yeah.
Because both of us are very busy boys.
Yeah, you're both high school boys who are trying to, get good grades, get into good colleges and all.
Caleb Saithamo at Caleb_talks. He is
Caleb. You still need to change your last name. I've been telling you this for like a year and a half now. You still gotta do it.
You're not gonna make it in the industry if you have a long weird name like that.
People are gonna be looking at that and be like, "Oh man, he's got some great work." That last name though.
Saithamo? Yeah, I know. And they can't make jokes about it either. Like except that it's complicated. Like for me, like. Pokorny, corny Pokorny. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like we're making jokes.
He can't even do puns with his last name.
Right?
You got to change it. I don't know what.
Caleb Sly Thommel. Okay. I don't know, like Sly Cooper.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Sly Cooper.
I never actually played Sly Cooper.
Fuck you.
They went on to do Infamous, right?
Yeah.
Same team. Okay.
Oh fuck! What if that's the new thing? Yeah.
So. You started out though with bonus points. That was like the sort of original show that you were doing, and then you went on, did that podcast for a while with Caleb, and you definitely stood out to me because the reason why Sean and I aren't down with the whole over the internet like recording of podcasts is because
our podcast is terrible.
No, it's because you sort of lose the being able to read the room.
Yes.
Because of the latency over the internet.
And that's a huge problem with like any podcast like that, and especially bonus points. I think that Caleb and I are there's an episode of us together, and like that is our better episode because first of all we had a fight that day, but it was very awkward towards the ending. But like in the beginning, like we're fucking on it.
Well,
and, like,
I know the recording process because your camera kept stopping every 15 minutes.
Yes.
So you guys took 4 hours to record an episode.
It was
that's
terrible,
ridiculous.
And my little brother was in it, and we had to do memory card switches, and it was sweating because we put in the AC.
God.
It was the worst recording situation ever. Like this is really professional, awesome.
No, it's not.
No, it's really nice. It's really nice.
We try our best.
No, it's really good. And Alyssa's out here doing amazing work.
Vaguely listening to us.
Vaguely listening.
She's working on the internet right now.
Yeah,
So also as a prelude to this episode, I don't know if this episode is going to go up on time because the internet's out. So
I fucking broke it.
You didn't break it anymore. That's like we got a different router because we thought like the router was broken, so we got a new one. But now this router's having the same problem, so I think it's just the service itself, and we got to fix that somehow.
Yeah.
So it's no longer your fault, baby.
It's still gonna be my fault. I'm still gonna feel terrible about it.
No, I think it's just it's AT&T. They got to get their shit together. So this episode might go up on time. It might go up later in the week. I'll tweet out about it so you'll know beforehand.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So
go to a library.
Yeah, we'll go to the library. I also want to say that we're not sponsored by Krispy Kreme. Do you want?
This isn't Power Rangers. Have you seen Power Rangers?
Yeah, I saw Power Rangers.
You got a free ticket to see that.
Oh, nice. Krispy Kreme. We're out here. A bunch of people are out here for Kind of Funny Live, and a good friend of ours, Shauna, was originally going to come over last night, and she knew that we were going to do a donut run. She was like, "I want a dozen glazed donuts." And we got them for her, and then she never showed up.
Yeah.
And then we ate most of those donuts.
We have 4 left. They're probably going to be gone by today.
Probably by the end of this episode.
I was about to say,
we probably shouldn't eat them.
It gets sticky. And it's just...
We'll just touch each other.
Yeah, and then I want to get sticky later. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
I was making a joke about cum.
Yeah,
exactly.
If you guys
didn't know,
get that
sperm.
So you started bonus points. You're doing that with Caleb Sethomel. And the reason why you guys stood out to me was because you guys were doing the podcast over the internet, but it felt like you guys were in the same room. You guys have a really great rapport with each other that I feel like a lot of other shows that do it over the internet lose sometimes.
Very much so,
and that's never, I don't feel like that's really ever the fault of a podcaster. I think that's, it's because the internet is
fucking hard. Yeah.
But I think you guys make it work somehow. Just because of the rapport that you two have built with each other. It's really good.
We're good friends. I mean, even like we don't even talk like physically on the phone or anything much, but like we're always tweeting with each other. We're always direct messaging. Like, I think that's a huge part. Like,
you have to be friends. The Kendrick Lamar watch or whatever.
Exactly, Kendrick Lamar watch. I mean, are we doing that right now? I mean, damn hats coming out.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little later.
Yeah.
And then you started doing more shows on your channel, which I think that's really smart. Sort of pushing your video editing boundaries and stuff.
I mean, I wanted to try a little bit of everything for a little bit. I mean, I've done Let's Plays before. I've done like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I don't particularly love doing Let's Plays, like my own thing. Yeah. I think I'm decent at them, editing them.
Yeah.
But like, I wanted to show that I can do them, and then now I'm just focusing on like showing that I can both write something and also like make something visually interesting. Because Captain Christian is like
I actually just started watching his videos the other day.
Fucking bomb.
They're so good. And I just noticed, I was like, oh hey,
that's where Roger steals everything from.
No. Oh hey, Captain Christian's font that he uses is the same exact font for the B list. And I just want to say right now, I had no idea who the fuck Captain Christian was when I started the B list. So
yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Inside job.
So you started doing other shows. You have the Rochformer show.
Yeah, that's my jam.
That is your jam, and that's a show. It's basically a video essay, very much in the same vein as Captain Christian. As
Nerd Writer.
All of these things. And so what? Obviously, you point to Captain Christian as like
influence.
Influence. Thank you.
That's right.
did you have any other influence in starting this show? Like, what pushed you into starting the Raj Former Show, which you guys should really check out. The first episode you ever did was on Batman Arkham Origins.
Yeah. Don't love that episode.
yeah. But you were learning.
I was learning.
You were testing things out, and I appreciated that.
See, and the beginning, the first episode was very much inspired by shit. Oh my god, Danny O'Dwyer's show, The Point.
The Point.
No.
The one he used to do on GameSpot.
Yeah, I forgot the name because I only know No Clip now. You know what I mean? Like that's the brand in my head.
Yeah, No Clip is dope.
Yeah, No Clip is dope. So it was very much in that style. I forgot what it was. But it was very like had like the transitions or whatever. It was like him doing his own thing, and like I was very much copying that in a lot of ways. But I think that's how you learn and how you grow from there.
You take someone else's formula and then you like sort of learn how to make that formula and then make it into your own thing. You know, because the reason the way I started the B list was very much because of movies with Mikey.
Yeah,
and then like I even feel like the first episode of the B list was like. I feel like the entire first season of the B-List was totally a rip-off of Movies with Mikey because it was all about like, hey, like let's look into the like what makes this good and whatnot, and then I get really emotional at the end, and that's every episode of Movies with Mikey. Yeah, and so I definitely took that, but I feel like I brought my own style into it, definitely with writing and just editing.
No, you definitely have, and I think that it has that little spin with the B-List, like literally the title and everything. I think that I'm gonna jerk you off now.
No, don't do it. Don't do it on my own show. I'll kill you.
He's really good.
We don't do that.
We don't jerk off each other?
No, we don't do it.
That's behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
after.
Mom.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
She's not gonna watch this.
Okay, so anyway, that's who you are on the internet. And we'll talk a little bit more about the Raj Former Show a little later. Yeah, but you're out here for Kind of Funny Live.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So we brought you out here because I haven't met you.
Yes,
this is the first week we've actually hung out in person, and it's
beautiful.
One of those weird things where I don't feel like this is the first time we've met each other.
Yeah, no,
because we've known each other for like a good year and a half, and we've done each other's podcasts and stuff over the internet. So it was one of those things where you just had to be out here because this week was going to be so fun, and I had never met you, and so we brought you out here. And thank you to Roger's parents for totally being cool. With us bringing you out here. And yeah, so my question for you, my first question before we get into sort of what Zero Life is. Yeah. I forgot to introduce the show. This is Zero Life, a weekly podcast where we talk about nerd culture and anything that we're passionate about. There you go. Usually every Wednesdays at noon, PT. So you're here at Kind of Funny Live. Yeah. This is not your first time in San Francisco, which I thought it was. How are you enjoying Kind of Funny Life 3 week so far?
The best week of my life.
Yeah?
For fucking sure.
Cool.
Cool. It has been an experience meeting everyone. Yeah. And like especially you guys. I mean, we're staying in the house. I mean, it's you, Alyssa, Danny,
Juarez, and Alex O'Neill.
Yeah, and Alex O'Neill. And that it feels like I've known you guys forever. And you guys put up with a lot of my shit, breaking your internet.
You didn't. Again, it's not your fault anymore. This is on AT&T at this point.
No, it isn't. And me and Danny doing fidget spinning and dumb shit.
Yeah. I don't know. We like watched
Talladega Nights.
Nights, just chilling out and stuff. It was it's been a really fun.
It's been an amazing week, and like seeing everyone and meeting everyone. It's just been humbling, but it's also been it's a great reminder to me that I'm like I have friends. Yeah, and like that's something that I don't. And that's
another reason why I wanted to bring you out here, because I know how hard that gets. Yeah. Because before Sean moved out here, even though I'm in the mecca of the industry right now, I didn't have any friends before he moved out here, so I know how hard that gets. So that was another reason why I wanted to bring it. Like we wanted to bring you out here to be like, hey, you have people. And you have people who are fans of your shit, you know? Yeah. Like, people have talked to you about the Raj Former Show, right?
People have done that, and that's amazing. Yeah. But also people have said that I've put them on to Kendrick Lamar. And that, my friends, is the biggest thing. That made me really that made me so happy.
That's awesome.
But yeah, like, that has been amazing. People come up to, oh my god, I love the Childish Gambino episode. This made me think about this. Like, like that fucking blows my mind.
I genuinely love the Arkham Origins because you make a great argument.
Thank you.
You make a great argument, and like you totally like because when you put out the episode, I was like, this motherfucker right here, motherfucker right here. Because I bought Return to Arkham, and I don't give a shit that it's Arkham Origins on it. But I totally like. understand your argument because I coming around on it, I was like, yeah, I actually think it is the best story in any Arkham game. It's just like, yeah, it is sort of a clone over of City when it comes to gameplay, like moment to moment. But yeah, I think you make a really great argument. The cuts you do are like you're learning and stuff and whatnot, course, and like your later episodes, I think the production side of it definitely gets way smoother. But I really love that first episode. It's great.
I got a fun little transition. I was like, "Ooh, this is the greatest thing ever! It'll make my videos perfect." But yeah,
it's a learning process,
and that was a really fun learning process because I'm not dropping names. Greg Miller retweeted it, and that's the reason it has so many views.
Yeah,
and the reason why I say that is because I got a lot of comments that were not necessarily they're constructive criticism. Nothing really.
They weren't like being assholes, but they were like, hey, you should, like, this is cool,
exactly.
but you should change this.
And that was a great experience because the only constructive criticism I've ever gotten was, fuck you, this video sucks. So, like, and I've gotten the kill yourself, that's a great one. That's my favorite.
Always a great one.
That made me so fucking happy. I was like, yes, I made it on the internet. That was my Colin interview, so that was great.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was a really great learning experience. That was the first time that I was like, okay, next time we're going to do it better. And then I still fucked up the next episode. Next time we're going to fucking do it better.
Yes,
and by the third episode, I was like...
And that's really cool. So you've been out here for Kind of Funny, and it just reminds me of Kind of Funny Live Week and all that stuff. You guys came to IGN yesterday.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And I don't know, because the tour was so big. So thank you to anybody who came out to IGN and like saw Sean and I and stuff. Like, that was really awesome. And just... it was just a really great experience to see all of you. I know, shout out to Nicole, who was like, yo, I watched the B-list and it's fucking awesome. Shout out to you. And shout out to a bunch of other people. But it reminds me, I don't know if you were in this tour group, because there were the thing was so big, we had to have two separate panels. And one of the video editors, John Borba, gave advice about, like, never be satisfied with what you're doing right now. You know, like, always strive for more, like with every product that you do. So that just reminds me of that. For sure. I mean, and I think that's with any creative person, right? You have to do that. You can't plateau. Yeah, you can't be stagnant.
And if you are, then you have to do something else. Like, just with anything. Like, if it's outside of that realm, just do it. Like, you have to be creative in some way, some form. Yeah, always pushing yourself.
So.
Same with exercising, but I don't know what the fuck that is. That's what I hear. I don't know.
So usually at the beginning of the show, I just wanted to do some little talking right now here to warm up, you know. Yeah. Sorry, we've become insane people the last couple days.
It's all Danny Juarez.
Danny Juarez, who's the most insane person.
Yeah. He made me look fly as fuck today, though.
Yeah, I'm
looking real good.
We're recording the day of Kind of Funny Live 3, so you're gonna go in there. You're gonna be hot. Dude.
I know. Oh my god.
And so. Got some warm up here, but usually at the beginning of every episode of Zero Life, we talk about like what we've been doing, like what we've been playing, watching, listening to the last week. So what have you been up to this week, Roger? Besides Kind of Funny Live.
Besides Kind of Funny Live. Yeah. House of Cards.
Oh yeah.
Fuck man, House of Cards. Yeah. I
was gonna watch it, and then you broke my internet. Oh, you didn't really break the internet.
Fuck you. But also don't fuck you, because it's true. Yeah, you're right. I did break your internet. No. Yeah, House of Cards. I am 5-6 episodes into it. I'm very happy that this is good.
Okay, so you do like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I've been having trouble gauging if people like it or not.
Yeah, because it goes back and forth. I think a lot of it is that people know that the creator is gone. He's not the showrunner anymore.
Okay.
Williams or whatever.
Beowulf.
Angelina Jolie in CGI. Yeah. She's the main person. But no, the show is still really, really great. Shot beautifully, of course.
Yeah.
That's a given. But the story, I feel like, is super interesting. The only problem with it is that they're playing around a lot with things that I feel like are super out there, like things that would definitely never happen in politics.
Yeah.
So I think it's getting to a point where it's almost like cartoonish a little bit.
We're sort of like we're
losing realism.
Yeah. You can't like suspend your disbelief anymore. Yeah.
Like, especially
it was in the first 2 seasons. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But there was still like that. You could still suspend it because of how secretive it was.
Exactly.
And from what I understand, it's all starting to slowly get out there.
Yeah. Okay. It's especially, it's not even like, if he like murders someone, like that makes sense, like in the story arc, like cool. But like some of the things, just like that's not how politics work. Really, like that would never ever happen.
Yeah.
They try to like make it work and make it like feel realistic, but like. Man, it's just like, especially with.
Do you think it's because of all
Trump?
the craziness that's happened with Trump? People, because I feel like people have been very mad about this season of
House of Cards
because of just the ridiculousness that happens with Trump. Of like this story being too out there, but also not out there enough.
Yeah,
of just how
because you don't have a Trump.
Yeah.
There is no Trump character. They never introduced him. I don't think so. I feel like this is the natural progression of the show that they set up, and that sucks. Like I think that it just naturally had to go like this in order to get to the ending that they need to.
Yeah.
Because I can't spoil anything, but like the way that they set up last season and the way that they're setting up the Republican candidate and everything, like there is no way that they couldn't have done this like in order to continue the show and not just end. So they needed to be weird and creative. But I'm enjoying the ride still. Like I don't think it's not definitely not season 3. Definitely not a transition season. Things are happening.
Season 3 was a
rough
one.
Fucking rough, especially the ending of season 2 to season 3, and you're just like, oh, that guy is still there. All right, sure, why not? Yeah, it seems like it's doing some interesting things, and I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying it. Yeah,
that's awesome. I'm excited to get into it.
I just hope it fucking ends next season. Like it just needs to end. You know what I mean? Like this show can't be going on.
And same with Orange is the New Black. I feel like I feel like Orange is the New Black is like past the point where it should have been like ended already.
Really? Did you not like last season?
I liked the last season, but I also only for that character though.
Piper?
No, so for spoilers for because it's been a year.
Oh, Poussey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
her arc and like her ending to that.
Yeah.
Like that was good.
Yeah.
Everything else, I was like, whatever. I literally don't care anymore.
Really?
I hate. Like I've always hated Piper. I always think.
I fucking
Piper
hate Piper. Yeah.
Sucked, and like I was sort of happy that this last season where she was trying to be more involved, and everybody was like, "No one cares about you."
Yeah, fuck you, Piper.
Like, thank you. You guys are finally realizing that this character sucks.
I thought. Oh shit!
Fucking sucks. Fucking sucks. I scared Alyssa. First.
Yeah, Alyssa got so scared.
But it fucking sucks.
Yeah, Piper does fucking suck.
Yeah, so I was glad that they focused more on the sort of side characters.
Did you hear about next season?
No.
What's going to be happening? It's going to take place. All episodes are going to take place in 3 days.
Oh shit!
Which is lit. Like that's is
really
exciting.
Cool. Okay.
See, that's a part like it got very cartoony, almost like that would never fucking happen. Like
at the end where she's got the gun.
Yeah,
I was like, all right, okay, what the fuck is happening?
It's never happening.
Yeah.
But I think that they're going to be dealing with that in an interesting way. So hopefully that's what season 5 of House of Cards does, or whatever season we're on.
And you've been playing anything recently? You were playing something on your flight over here.
Yeah, I was about to
say.
say. I mean, I was playing some practice for Mario Kart. But I lost my Switch, so I had to do the.
You've never had a Switch. Don't fucking lie to me.
I lost my Switch, so I had to take the next best thing, and that was Sonic All Stars Racing, transformed. Yeah, of course. And I played as Crazy Taxi, right? Because Knuckles is 2 Knuckles, right? Like
who is Crazy Taxi?
He's fucking Crazy Taxi.
Who is that?
You don't know Crazy Taxi? The video game?
No. Well, I know Crazy. Wait, no, I know the game, but Crazy Taxi, like the car, is a character in.
No, the car, and there's a guy in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he might be Jamaican. I don't know.
Okay.
Like it just seems like. I don't know, maybe that's racist.
Yeah, it might be a little bit. Did you just assume his race?
I know his race. I don't know where he's from, but I'm pretty sure he was Jamaican. But yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you race him.
No, you race
as him
yeah.
against Sonic himself.
No, it's Mario Kart, so it's like everyone. So I'm playing against computers, but I played on hard. So like Sonic is always last.
Okay.
Yeah, which sucks. Which is not canonical.
Yeah,
he can just run.
He goes fast.
He can just run.
That's his whole point.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb.
And Wreck-It Ralph's in the game.
Why?
Wreck-It Ralph's in the game. Shenmue's in the fucking game.
What the fuck is going
what else
on?
is in the fucking game? It's a fucking mess. But the game is fun.
Smorgasbord. Okay.
It's fun. It's a fun game. Okay. Yeah, it's super easy though.
Is it as good as Mario Kart 8?
It's better.
Okay.
I haven't played enough of Mario Kart 8, but I mean, I like it because it's easy.
Yeah.
So the drifting is so fucking easy.
Have you been playing anything else before you came over here?
No, I've been editing videos.
You've been putting in that grind.
I know, because I really wanted to get everything out before Kind of Funny Live.
Yeah.
But man, like I fucking love stealth games. And I was doing one on stealth, and like I really want to play Splinter Cell again. And I got some insights. I'm kidding, I didn't get shit.
You don't know shit.
I don't know fucking shit.
But you did meet Yusef, who is part of the PR team of Ubisoft.
Yes. And I
you were trying so hard to get stuff out of him. You're like,
fuck.
Blink twice if there's gonna be a new Splinter Cell game.
Oh my god, man.
Why do you want Splinter Cell? Because you love stealth?
Yeah, I love stealth, and I think that I have such a sweet place
Did
in my
you play
heart.
Dishonored 2 at all?
No, I didn't. I don't have money.
Okay, you should really play it. When you have the time, get Dishonored. Did you play the first Dishonored?
Yeah, I love Dishonored.
Okay. Dishonored 2 is like Dishonored 1, but at like 13.
Lit.
Yeah.
I just want Splinter Cell because like...
Don't block your face against the camera, baby.
So I just, I really want Splinter Cell because I just love Sam Fisher as a character, and I think they really fucked him over the last game. And like the idea of Michael Ironside coming back and like the graphics, and I just have this feeling like it's gonna have these Arkham Knight graphics, and like the rain is gonna be drizzling on him, and it's gonna be.
Arkham Knight was beautiful.
I know, right? Oh my god.
Didn't make up for the. Oh god, I had to burp.
I saw you have Return to Arkham. How does that look?
It looks pretty good. Like,
how's Arkham Asylum? I don't cover Arkham City. I cover Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum looks good, and then Arkham City. Yeah, like there's some characters that I don't think look. It's only in Arkham City where some characters definitely look weird. Like I think Harley, I think Two-Face, and I think the Penguin are like the three that like look off.
I saw that.
And Talia al Ghul looks like a fucking joke.
No, I was also gonna say I thought that what's his face, the fucking doctor boy, looked weird.
Doctor
Strange.
No,
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Hugo
Strange.
Yeah. And
I mean Doctor Strange, I guess.
Yeah. But his beard is darker, but when you play it actually on a screen, it doesn't look bad.
Okay. I just care about Arkham Asylum, man, because Arkham Asylum is my fucking shit. That's my favorite game of all time.
City is my favorite game.
Really?
And there's some revisionist history there, because I remember when we first podcasted, and you said Arkham City was your favorite game of all time.
No, I didn't. There's no fucking way I said that.
You fucking liar.
There's no fucking way I said
this. There's internet proof. Look up bonus points. The first episode Barrett Courtney was on, we talk about it and how Arkham City is the best game. I just want
to say that that's fucking lies, and there's some revisionist history going on with bonus points sometimes. Me and Caleb got into our first fight because he said that when Tom Hawkins was on, I said that the new Logic album, which was the second one, was amazing or something like that, or great. And I said that I said that I remember thinking that it was good, but I don't know. And then I was destined to prove this. I was like, I'm fucking proving this to you, and I found it, and he got really annoyed. Rightfully so. I was just tired and hot, and I was annoyed that he thought that I was wrong. But yeah. But fuck you. You're wrong. You're wrong, Barrett.
So, have you been listening to anything recently?
Kendrick Lamar, of course.
Yeah. How do you like Damn?
Damn is good. Okay. It's good. It's great. I don't know, man.
It's great?
It's good. It's great. I mean, like, it's definitely not his best album, but, like, I think there's something more to this. I don't get it. Like, I feel like there is something.
You're not there yet? Like, you have to listen to it a little more? Or?
It just makes me feel uneasy. I feel like there's something maybe with his next project or something. Like, I feel like I need context for this album, and I'm not getting it.
Well, how do you feel about the whole rumors that he was supposed to come out with another
That
album?
made so much sense to me when I first listened. I was like, something is missing from this project, or like, I feel like the next project from him, maybe like 2 years from now, maybe next year, I don't know, will like give me a better sense of maybe what he was going for or something, because like. It just feels weird to me, like not bad. I love all the songs, but just weird in his placement of albums. Like Good Kid, Mad City, Timber Butterfly, Damn, and like that's the weird one.
Yeah, where like you saw the progression and then it took a left turn.
And that's what's just making me feel weird.
Yeah, I like the latter half of the album, which I know is the unpopular opinion.
That's the unpopular opinion.
Where most people like the first half and then don't like the latter half, and I'm all about that latter half. Yeah. When you get into Loyalty, Feet, Rihanna, so good.
Feet, yeah.
Loyalty.
Copyright strike.
Oh yeah, damn, fuck, damn. Yeah, boys, we did it. We nailed it. Yeah. We podcasted.
Can I change my name to Sean Pitts now? Is that legally allowed?
Maybe.
Do you think if I just walked in to IGN and said my name's Sean Pitts, I showed them
maybe
they just let me in.
So we have a couple of news things to talk about this week. We haven't really done news in a couple of weeks, but whatever, fuck it. Alyssa, I'm just gonna let you know that the screen on there, it should still be recording, but I'm just giving you a heads up. So Nintendo came out. I forget if this was a leak or if they officially like said something. I think this was an official statement talking about their online service.
Yeah,
they're delaying their online service until next year. When they did the whole Netflix reveal event back in January, or when they did their Switch reveal event, they had that was back in like January or something, and they had said online services coming later this year. It'll be $20 for the entire year. There will be like a thing, if you do that, you'll get one free NES game for the month.
Yeah.
And then
that wasn't announced at the Switch.
No, that was in an interview. Like, that was around that same time. It was in an interview.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then they went quiet on the whole online service for a while. And then until recently, where they talked about, okay, we're delaying it for a year or until 2018, and then we're also changing the way the whole free game thing works.
Yeah.
They're adding a new separate service where it's basically a Netflix-like service. That's why Netflix was in the brain.
Yeah.
Where you pay, I don't know if they come out with like an official thing, maybe $20 a month.
No, $20 a year.
Well, it's separate from the actual online service.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
And so I think it might be $20 a month. I'm not too sure, but it'll be a Netflix subscription-based thing where you can download.
Did they say
games.
Classics?
They classic games. We don't know if that will be classic like up till GameCube. We don't know what generation they're going up into. The only 3 games that they sort of confirmed was, because they had pictures of them in the announcement, was Super Mario Brothers 3, Dr. Mario, and Metroid, maybe? I'm not too sure.
I don't think Metroid. No, something else.
I think it was like a sports
Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah, totally. That was on the NES.
Holy shit.
It was crazy graphics
was
back then.
Crazy, dude.
So how do you feel about this sort of Netflix-like service for the Switch?
I think that's good. I thought I was completely misread that. Maybe I misread the statement or whatever. But I think that's good. I think that's a cool service to have. I mean, of course, it depends on a lot of variables, what games, what era.
Yeah,
I think
we still know very little about it.
We need to go all the way to GameCube. Like, I think that's like, we need to like really push it a little bit. I think that'd be great. I think that's a good. I think this is great to have. Like, I mean, Xbox has theirs. Xbox is kind of lacking. Like, I was really excited about it, and I looked at the games. I was like, I don't like most of these games.
Games with gold, right? That's what
no, it's a different one. It's
right. They're another subscription.
It's already
thing.
out. No one talks about it because it has like the biggest games they have are Mad Max and like Halo 5, like Snatcher 4, and it's not really too.
Mad Max is lit though. Let me tell you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The car combat is like.
Can't you eat humans?
What?
Can't you eat humans? Or like rotting human.
If you find a dead body and has maggots in it, you can eat it, and then it gives you health. Yeah, that's how you get health in Mad Max.
You don't like that, Alyssa?
Yeah, no, she's not about that life. Not about that maggot body life.
Protein.
So you're not feeling the Xbox version of it.
No, yeah.
And do you think PlayStation will ever try to come back with PS, like try to rework PS Now in response to this?
I think there was a rumor I heard somewhere that they're trying to redo PS Plus a little bit and maybe add in a PS Now. I think with the whole PS3 just ending, like they ceased. I don't know if that's in there, but they ceased.
We're not going to talk about it. But
they ceased production.
They're totally stopping production on the PS3
in Japan, at least.
In Japan, yeah.
So it's pretty much over.
Yeah.
And so with that, I would think that they would probably cut back on the amount of PS3 games that they have, and maybe add in a PS Now game or something like that, or at least one title you can pick. I think that is a cooler idea for them. That would at least get people into their service or something.
Yeah.
But in terms of this, I think this is a good idea. I just think that we don't have enough information about anything.
And I'm a little worried because when we did our E3 predictions last week, we thought, like, Sean had made this sort of prediction of like them doing a Netflix like sort of subscription thing. Yeah. And so now I'm scared that they're not going to elaborate on it at all at E3.
Yeah.
It feels like weird timing where like they sort of made this weird small announcement about it right before E3. So I feel like they did that on purpose so that it might be cool because now they might throw more focus to like really cool games during their thing. But like I would have liked if they elaborate a little more on the whole subscription thing that they're doing. But I have a bad feeling that they're not going to do it because they talked about it.
They talked about it already.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it going both ways. I see them saying vividly where they say, we already talked about this before, and you'll hear more in 2018 or whatever.
Exactly.
Or I could see them saying, we talked about it more, here is blah, 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 to talk about it in more depth. Maybe this was a holdover because, I mean, it is a few weeks, but I mean, people are pretty restless about using Discord.
So they might have done it because, here's another thought, is that they might have so much to talk about for the subscription thing and the whole online thing
that they needed to get the idea out there.
Yeah, they needed to get we're going to touch hands here. They might have wanted to get the idea out there just to have it so that they can go into this pre-recorded video saying like, all right, you know about this. Let's expand on it just a little bit so they can save 1 or 2 minutes in their fucking video thing. So that's exciting. I'm really excited.
I'm excited. I want GameCube games on it.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
I mean, coming from a person that has inexperience with Nintendo products, I think that it is super alluring to buy a Switch and then have all titles.
Like these old school games.
Yeah, because I mean, listen, like emulation exists, and I know it's shady and everything. You shouldn't do it. Yada yada yada. It's still unreliable. It's still annoying. It's still this is the more convenient option, really. And I would totally pay $20 a year. Hell, $5 a month. Like, dude, like let's just do that.
I feel like even less because 20 divided by 12 is like.
Exactly.
12. I don't know.
20 divided by 12 is 12. Yep.
So yeah, I'm really excited. I would love if and I think this is might be the more realistic route where they start because you know how Netflix is, where they like take stuff off and put stuff on and whatnot. I feel like what they'll do is like they start off with NES and Super Nintendo, and then they slowly roll out the N64 and GameCube stuff, which would be awesome.
But again, I don't believe that Nintendo has the
the
capabilities to do this. They don't understand how internet works.
But I think they were able to get N64 games on the Wii U. I think they could do it for Switch. I'm
just talking about the Netflix part.
Yeah. I just want DK64 on the Switch. That's all I fucking want. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Give me Batman Begins.
Oh, don't give him Batman Begins. That game sucked. Oh, God. It was so bad.
Alyssa, how do you feel?
How do you feel right now, Alyssa? I was whispering in your ears like this. This is the ASMR hour. Next on we only have 2 more things to talk about, really. The Prey. Have you played Prey at all?
No, I have not played Prey.
Prey is really cool. It's BioShock in space.
Okay.
Just to give you sort of,
Gotcha.
Got a Pro patch, like a PS4 Pro patch, to sort of do Pro capabilities.
Yeah.
It didn't get a 4K upgrade though, or upscale, I guess. And it was supposed to help out like with smoother movement and stuff.
Okay.
But a lot of people were saying that the Pro patch made it worse on the PS4 Pro. I haven't tested it out, but I just want to bring this up of like, how do patches like this come out before, like, without the people knowing, like, that's going to make things worse for the game? Like, it just had me thinking of, like, how did this... Because even, like, like, Sean and I talked about this before, where our friend Dan Stapleton, who also works at IGN, reviewed Prey and gave Prey originally a 4. Or a 3 or something, really low.
4, I think.
Yeah, because he was reviewing it on PC, and the PC version did not work, and so he felt legitimately like, yeah, this is the score I need to give this because the game won't let me beat the game.
Yeah,
and that was totally like we stood by Dan, like we
I
totally
think that's
agree
fair.
with that. And then he was able to play it on consoles and totally like changed the score, raised it and stuff because he knew the overall game was fine, just the PC like port sucked. And so like, how does this get by?
So for PlayStation, I feel like it's a lot less excusable because it is PlayStation. You don't have multiple graphics cards.
Yeah.
You have PlayStation, you have PS Pro. Like, there isn't much wiggle room with that. And you can test it out on 5 consoles, and if they all don't work, then they don't work. PC is more understandable.
Yeah,
I think that it is
because everybody's got like a different stuff under the hood,
different drivers, different yada yada.
Yeah.
And I think that it is more acceptable to not release a game the day of it is releasing on console on PC. I think that is becoming more the norm. Like Red Dead Redemption is coming out later on. Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out later on. They've already confirmed it.
Okay.
Which I think is totally perfect.
Yeah.
And
so do you think they should have held Prey?
Yeah, they should have. They should have. If you don't aren't like, this is going to be awesome on PC, then you hold it back. Like, I think that is totally fine.
Or you do the Rocksteady route, or you say Arkham Knight's going to come to PC, and then it releases, and it's really bad, and then they take it off of Steam and never release it again.
Exactly. and then it ruins you the entire reputation of the game,
totally
even
does.
on console.
Yeah. And I don't want to point out Rocksteady. That was not their decision.
No, it's definitely not their decision. But it's just a shitty move. It's just shit. Hearts.
Yeah, those hurt.
So I don't know how it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not game developers.
Yeah. We're not. We know very little about everything.
It's just
so like
yeah.
I feel like developers do probably try to push to like not have it released, but you got your parent company, the publisher stuff saying like you got to meet these deadlines and stuff. So.
That's what people need to understand. Like, I mean, it's not the developers doing all this. A lot of those publishers, they need to make the bottom dollar. And like, I don't know. I just feel bad for a lot of these developers.
Yeah, and
it's clearly not their ideas.
And I do feel really bad. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Like, I feel bad for Arcane, just because of the way Prey launched on PC, and also like the new rules with not giving out early press release copies and stuff.
Hurt them.
The only games that have come out since then are both Arcane games. Well. Big games, like Dishonored 2 came out right after they made that new rule, and then Prey came out, and like if there's any other Bethesda release game that came out since then, I don't know. It's not as big as those.
I mean, Elder Scrolls Legends, but
yeah.
But that's fucking them over. It sucks. I mean, another side note. This has nothing to do with really necessarily patches or anything, but another idea of a publisher royally screwing over a developer is IO Interactive. I made a video on that, which is fucking terrible. Like, imagine that. Like, you make this game, you're like, man, this is gonna be a great game. You're like, yeah, it should be episodic, man. And then you're like, fuck, man. Okay, fine, we'll do episodic. We're gonna do it to the best of our abilities. Yeah. And then it fails, and like, yeah, we're gonna like cut ties with you, man, because you fucked up. Like,
oh no, that was your idea.
You did that, and fuck,
yeah, that sucks. And I honestly think that's why Square Enix recently said that we won't see Final Fantasy VII and Kingdom Hearts 3 for 3 years or so. We didn't really talk about that on the show, but it's fucking hilarious. And I think specifically with Final Fantasy VII, that's why, because they looked at the episodic route, which was originally what Final Fantasy VII was going to be. It was episodic. And I think they looked at that and said, this really fucked us over, and now they're reworking 7 again. We are not going to see Final Fantasy VII for like 8 years.
That game is such a mess. Do you remember that interview
where the director of the game didn't even know he was directing the game when they announced it? How does that happen? What the fuck?
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
They're running a shit show over there sometimes.
They really are.
Holy
Square
crap.
Enix, get your act together.
I know. This is like Konami level stuff sometimes, man. Like, it's scary.
It is scary. It is. And then our last piece of news, Ubisoft got a new logo. Yeah. How do you feel about that Ubisoft?
I mean...
Oh, and Far Cry... We didn't really talk about it last week because we were doing E3 predictions, but Far Cry 5 got announced.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like how Ubisoft is teasing Splinter Cell, because the...
how are they teasing Splinter Cell?
Because the circle... So this is the circle is like more circular now. So when they have the goggles, they can do a nice cross dissolve. Okay. You know that, you're a video editor. Nice cross dissolve into blackness. And then it's going to perfectly line up with the fucking...
Oh my god, you're the worst. You're the worst.
Exactly. So that's amazing.
So yeah, Far Cry 5 got announced. How do you feel about the vibes of Far Cry 5?
I'm excited.
Yeah. Have you played Far Cry games before?
Yeah, I played Far Cry 3. I love Far Cry 3. Okay. I played a little bit of Blood Dragon. But yeah, I fucking love Far Cry 3. Okay, so I'm very excited. I'm very excited to fucking kill white supremacists. So
well, we don't know if they're supremacists. Seems like I got that vibe. Yeah. But then like it seems like they're
religious thing.
Yeah, it seems more of like a religious driven thing, which I'm totally cool with too.
It could be a little bit of both.
Yeah. We haven't seen. I don't want to assume just yet.
Of course.
If they do go that route, I'm fucking down to kill some white supremacists. You don't want to fucking say it. You kidding?
Yeah.
That's why I loved Mafia 3 so much, because I was like,
that's what you gotta do?
I get to fucking kill a bunch of racist people.
Exactly.
Yeah, the story of Mafia 3 is like, you're part of like the black mob, and the Italian mafia kills your entire family.
Awesome.
And they're all like super racist, and you just get to kill the entire Italian mafia. And
that's awesome.
Dope.
That's awesome.
And so I'm feeling the vibes of Far Cry 5. How do you like the new Ubisoft logo though?
I love it.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of OK Beast's new logo. Weirdly enough, it's just got that smooth like
again white supremacist.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
White power.
Oh god. No, don't put that on OK Beast. Don't do that.
I'm kidding.
OK Beast.
They're fucking around.
Great people.
No, they're great people.
You got Ian.
Whoa.
Fuck, I forget his last name. I don't feel like he actually has his last name on Twitter. Ian Blessing and Alex Van Aken.
Yeah.
running a really tight ship over there. Go check.
Yeah,
them
they're
out.
amazing. We talk to them all the time.
Yeah.
Like I message them. Alex did the same thing where I'm like, "Fuck you, this is too good." Like you, gotta
you guys
stop.
are doing
like,
great things.
Bullshit. Yeah.
But yeah, the new Ubisoft logo reminds me a lot of the
Really?
RKBs.
Yeah, it's very flat.
It's like flat. You got you got a lot of like curves going on with like the thick black like lining and stuff.
I think I think that is very much our generation's type of like style.
It's simplistic.
Flat, simplistic. I like that. I think that is timeless. Especially with Google. Like the Google one, even though people don't love it, but it's just it's very flat. It's very like
too much color.
Google?
Yeah.
You don't like the green, yellows?
Yeah.
You don't like that?
I'm
That's just their thing.
I know it's their thing. I never felt it, and I haven't said it until now. Hot take.
That's a hot take. Now you're never gonna get hired by Google.
Damn it.
Your fucking dream job.
I mean, my dream job to. What do they do?
Google's YouTube too.
Oh,
so now you're never gonna get a fucking job at YouTube.
No, I get.
You're gonna get canceled. You're the first start a YouTube show to get canceled.
Email us and be like, "Yo, fuck you guys."
Yeah, you're canceled.
Yeah, fuck. I didn't know that's how it worked on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Roger.
Yeah.
At this point of the show, we usually do like a topic of the show.
Yeah.
But now that you're on here, you're the topic. Yeah.
That's a bad topic. That's a really bad topic.
So to sort of ease into it, I'm just going to ask you a couple questions about you to get the audience to know you a little more. Just go over to the youtube.com/RodgeFormers. Check out the Rodge Former Show and bonus points and all those great shows that Roger works on. So, Roger, the first thing I want to ask you is, what is your favorite game of all time?
Arkham Asylum.
Yes. Talk a little about your experience with Arkham Asylum.
So Arkham Asylum, I think the Christmas, I got the Xbox 360 before that, but like Christmas, I got Arkham Asylum, and I was really sad because I thought my mom lost it because she never gave it to me. We never believed in Santa in my house. Like it was just kind of a gift-giving time. Yeah, we're never religious.
I mean, I think you were at the age where you shouldn't have been believing in Santa.
Well, either way, like we never did that. My dad, something about
the time that I found out that none of them were real.
Oh, really?
It all happened in one day. So
no.
And it was such a dumb. It wasn't like parents revealed it to me or anything.
Yeah.
I had just put the pieces together. Where it was Easter, and I was accustomed to doing an Easter egg hunt every year because I thought the Easter bunny would leave the eggs and hide them. And so so I wake up on Easter morning and I find the Easter basket, but then there's no eggs around the house, and I'm like, the fucking Easter bunny isn't real. And then I went into my bedroom distraught, and I'm just thinking, like, I'm laying down, I'm like, the Easter bunny isn't fucking real. And I was like, fuck, Santa isn't real. Fuck. Oh my God. And like my mom came into my room like soon after that. She's like, you doing all right? And I'm like, I'm having an existential crisis right now,
Yeah,
Mom.
that's what you said too, right?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I was like 6 years old. I was like, what the fuck is happening? But anyway, you got it that Christmas.
Yeah, I got it that Christmas.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so yeah, whatever. We don't believe in
Santa.
Yeah. So I got it that Christmas, and I remember playing it. And first thing first, my grandma thought that it was a movie, which was great. She was watching it for a long time.
What is this movie?
Yeah. Oh, what is that? Oh, the girl. It looks so beautiful. Who's playing Batman?
This is in the Nolan universe.
Yes, she's a big fan of the Nolan universe. My grandmother.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought.
Where's Christian Bale?
Yeah. No, Val Kilmer's her favorite.
Okay,
Sorry. Fucking stupid. No, yeah. So I remember playing that game specifically in my basement alone.
Okay.
And fucking the scarecrow sequences were like creepy, and it was like this perfect like. I'd say like in between game from going from playing Batman Vengeance that like begins and all just these like games that are very much I mean I did play GTA and stuff but they were like very much like gameplay focused and I never really focused on video like the actual story about anything.
The entire production itself.
Exactly. And then of course I was a big fan of the animated series, so this was like this in between where I was like, oh, I'm focused on the gameplay, but like I cared about the animated series. This is like kind of like another
spiritual successor to that.
Exactly. So like and like they're saying bitch and I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh my God. What is this bitch word? What is this bitch word? Oh my
Roger
God.
Pokorny, how old were you when this game came out?
I was like fucking.
Okay, so Arkham Asylum came out in 2009 because City came out 2 years later. And that was 2011.
Is that true?
Yeah. It was a quick turnaround for Asylum and City.
You're right. Sounds like 10-ish? Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Wait, so that was 8 years ago. So
For the record, that's when I graduated from high
Awesome.
Yeah, I just graduated high school.
Great.
And I was in my freshman year of high school.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I remember first playing that game. We had gotten our first actual place in San Francisco because we had been living in this place for a couple months, and it was like sort of like our in between step. But then we finally moved into this place on Spruce and Geary. Finally got our like actual place set up, and I remember buying Arkham Asylum. I think the day it came out, and coming home and playing it for good because it was like, I think that came out in October or something. It came out around that fall time.
Yeah, around there.
And I think it was like I forget the timeline of this. But anyway, I think it was Friday night or something that I got this. And I remember staying up until like that was like my mom knew how important it was for me. Because at this point I wasn't really into video games. This was like I've told you this story before where I fell out of video games and I got back because of Arkham Asylum, but she knew how much I loved Batman. Yeah. So I stayed up till like 2 or 3 in the morning playing, and the sequence I ended on I think was I think it was when the game breaks. Oh fuck, that's an amazing sequence. Cool, like that's one of the best like parts of a video game ever. Is like when you think the game crashes and then. So were you scared when that happened, or were you nervous? I freaked the fuck out. I was like, so you're a high school student. Imagine fucking me, 10 years old, in the basement of my fucking creepy house. And like wood panels, like definitely not restored. Fucking huge CRT TV, like fucking like and CRT. That's not CRT. It's fucking square, whatever. It was like a weird TV, like old as fuck. Yeah. And I'm just sitting there, and then just like, glitches the fuck out, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It's frightening. Like, and that's why I think that like it was truly a special experience. I'm always gonna remember that. But I'm also gonna remember not only the gameplay, but just the story and like loving it. And again, the bitch word, man. When Quincy Sharp fucking like calls Harley Quinn a bitch, I was like, fuck, this is crazy. This is adult life. This is what video games are. And I do understand, like, people sort of, as the series goes on, people feel less and less in love with it. And I understand that because of, you know, Asylum it gets bigger. Asylum was very much a Metroidvania, and like I think that as a gaming moment, I think neither of the later two had that same moment as the reset of the game, right? Yeah. Because, like, like in City, the Joker dies at the end, but I think that was more of a fucked up thing for, like, the story itself, where I think the game fake crashing was, like, part of the story and also, like, fucking with you in real life, and I think that's why it stood out. And there was no real... Because the Joker dies and that's the end of the game, and there's nothing after that, so it's just like, whatever. You know, there's nothing that affected you on a mental level of the game itself, where you're like, is something broken, and then you're like, oh shit, this is actually part of the game, and that's exactly really cool. I mean, they try to replicate that with Ra's al Ghul and stuff with the scare. It's just, it's never gonna be the same. And I think that they should have kept it smaller and just claustrophobic. That's the thing. That's what made claustrophobic. Like, I talk about that all the time. I feel like that's such a tone that you can't change. It's something like I just finished Bates Motel a while ago, and that's my problem with it, is that it's super fucking, it feels big. It feels like you understand the universe and the world way too easily. And that's why I love Psycho. When I watched it, at least in film study, like that was just, it was really small and it was tight, and it was scary because you like a lot of close angles and stuff. Exactly. And Bates Motel is like, let's go to the fucking weed farm. And it's it's just it's too big. That's what made Asylum special, especially like when you're going into the grates and stuff. You know? And finding like, secrets and stuff. And like that definitely did work less in Arkham City, because you're like, all right, just going in and fucking great, whatever. But then like I think they brought it back to Arkham Knight, that fear aspect, because that's definitely what City was missing, was the fear aspect. I think they brought it back, at least that tone. Like like the gameplay itself wasn't the same anymore, but I think like the fire, like the entire city was burning and stuff like that. But I think with the story element, like coming back a little bit with bringing back fear, I think that was, I think that helped it a little more. For sure. Especially when you're going into greats and Joker pops up like right in front of you and stuff like that. Like that shit brought it back. Yeah. So. And the only thing like that in Arkham City is when, after you finish the game, when you're jumping around and then like fucking Man-Bat pops up. I don't know if you got that. Arkham Knight. I'm sorry, Arkham Asylum I was talking about. Arkham City. Arkham City. Yeah. Man-Bat.
Oh, no, that wasn't Arkham Knight.
That's Arkham Knight. And it's not when you beat the game. It's like when you get into the second, like, islands.
Fuck, yeah, you're right.
Like, a couple, like, and it's always a different tower because it doesn't base it on, like, when you get to one tower. It bases on
the timing.
how long you've been in that island, and then it'll randomly pop up.
See, the reason I say that...
And then Joker does it, like, later on in the game when you're hallucinating, and you're like, fuck!
Yeah.
Both times it fucks me up.
So the reason I said that is because I was really into Arkham City and, like, the forums and stuff, and I remember there was a huge hunt to find Man-Bat. Everyone was like, Man-Bat is in this fucking game. that was the
I remember
thing.
finding Killer Croc. Like, I found a lot of secrets on my own, and I was pretty proud of that. I remember finding Killer Croc on my own. I didn't find the Scarecrow secret base on my own. That shit was fucking crazy. But I also remember finding the hidden Quincy Sharp room in Asylum on my own. The same day it broke. Yeah.
Are you fucking
the
serious?
same day that, like, it broke out, I was playing, and I fucked around in that room because something did feel off in that area. And I remember accidentally putting, like, the glue gun on that wall, and then I did it on purpose somewhere else to try to fuck with something, and I did it, and then I heard a crash. Like, I was in the other room, and I heard a crash. I went back, and there was, like, that fucking hole in the wall, and I was like, what the fuck?
I'm convinced that was patched in. I'm convinced. Like, there's no way that was...
Yeah, because I only did that, like, months later, and then the day I found it, that same day it went viral.
Yeah.
So that was
conspiracy
really
theory.
Cool. Yeah, dude, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It was fucking dope.
Dope.
But anyway, talking about your favorite game, Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
How you feel about the ending, though?
Ending of Arkham Asylum?
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not as big as a deal as everyone else was making it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's like... It's very gamey.
Yeah. When I was just playing it, because, you know, I was getting back into video games, I didn't have the internet yelling down my throat that the ending of it sucked. So I was like, it's not the rest of the game, but it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I think the thing that sucks about it is that I thought it was really... I don't know. I just feel like something about that ending and, like, hitting the Titan Serum, like... the reason that, like, Joker dies because of the Titan Serum, like, I thought
that was cool.
I thought it was cool, but, like,
I feel like it was them making up for how silly the ending of Asylum was. Where
sure,
it's like, it's actually like a
it
plot.
felt like that. You know what I mean? Like, to me, like, it didn't feel like that.
They were making excuses of why it was.
Yeah,
like that.
It didn't feel like they were originally gonna do that. Yeah. Like, it just felt like, wow, we need to really, like, have consequences for this. Yeah. So I think that's what that was.
I don't know. I feel like I get your side, but I think they made up for it, at least in my eyes.
Yeah. You want to fight?
You want to fucking fight? You want to fucking eat some donuts?
Let's do it.
No. we're gonna skip over some questions here. We already talked enough about Rod's former show. Check that stuff out. It's really, really cool. It's very much akin to like Captain Christian. Yeah. And just like other video essays, really dope stuff.
Free fidget spinner giveaway.
No, that's not. Your Childish Gambino one, I think, is your best one. Yeah. So far. So yeah, keep it up.
Thanks, buddy.
You're fucking awesome.
I love you.
YouTube.com/RodSwarmer.
Hey, Alyssa. I can't stop looking at Alyssa because, like, the camera's right there. And then
Yeah. It's just hard to not wave to her, you know?
Aww.
But
you guys are in love.
Yeah, we are in love. But I do have 2 more questions for you. Sure. Or 3 more questions. One of them will be really quick. It'll be the last one. So when did this all start for you? When did you? Because it all started for me. I remember when I didn't know this industry was a thing 2 years ago, right? And I remember I found Kind of Funny, and I'd been listening to them for a couple months, and the wheels were turning. And then one night I was like, I want to do this.
You're such a fucking hard worker. I love you. 2 years and you're already here. Yeah.
And then I started making content immediately because that's what they had said. It was like, start doing it. Yep. And if you look at the first video I ever put up on the internet, it's fucking embarrassing. Yeah. And then, but I was
That's a rite of passage.
Yeah. And like usually the first shit that you're gonna put up on the internet.
Honestly, I don't trust people if their first video is not garbage. Like, I'm just
Captain
like
Christian though.
No, Captain Christian for sure. Like, there's something
He's
done this
stuff
a million times. He has put out his name, so I feel like there's something he's doing.
So. Yeah, and like that was the moment where like I remember the couch was over there and I was having a crisis about my future because I was dropping out of theater, and theater had been my life for like the last 6 years. Yeah. And I didn't know what to do, and I was listening to the college episode of Game Over Greggy, and Nick was talking about changing majors and how he needed to make that jump. And I paused. I cried for a while, and I was like, I don't know what to do with my life. And then I came to the conclusion that I wanted to do this.
Good.
So, like, what was that moment for you? What was that moment where you're like, I want to do this, and I don't care like how much work I have to do. I just want to get here.
So originally, I always wanted to do sort of something in the video game industry. I mean, ever since I was in second grade, I asked my teacher. They were talking about like there was like teacher supply stores and stuff like that, and I was asking her if there's one for video game development. Like I thought that I was going to be in the development side, and the internet's the greatest thing ever. So as a kid, I looked up like what I needed to do that. I was like, I don't want to fucking do that. Like I don't want to be coding. I don't want to. I'm not a numbers guy. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So,
and shout out to the people who do like that stuff. Shout out to your Brian Keshingers out there.
Of course,
who made the entirety of Injustice 2.
Yeah, the entirety of Injustice 2.
No, he worked on the collision core.
That's awesome.
The collision engine.
That seems like a lot of math.
Yeah. So you got your people out there who are like,
of course, just not me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, what can I do? And it's always been in the back of my mind. I did a video game blog as a kid.
Yeah.
Really shitty. Stupid.
And then your dad made you do that, right?
Yeah, my dad made me do that. Awesome. He was like, yeah, if you want to play games, you have to do this. Like, at least have something going into it.
Put something like if you're gonna, be killing a bunch of bitches in GTA 4, like at least
put something
do something constructive with it. Exactly. And that's like I did sort of the same thing with my little sister. She hasn't gotten back to me yet because we sent her our old Wii U because I knew we were going to get the Switch.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of old games on there, like the original Super Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong 64. I was like, I want you to play 30 minutes of each game and write back to me like how you felt about each game and stuff.
I think
that was months ago. She still hasn't gotten back to me.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
But I think that's super constructive. Like that's something like I'm glad that my dad did that. His mindset was very much like I hate video games. I don't want him to do this. But in the long run, it helped me.
Yeah.
So shout out to my dad one time. He's white. I feel like that's important to say.
Okay.
It's not, but so then again, Podcast Beyond, I listened to that and I was like, fuck.
So how'd you find Podcast Beyond?
I think it was this is a story. So I really was obsessed with Amazing Spider-Man, the video game.
The one about Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Oh God.
For some reason.
Okay.
And I remember I think it was 6th grade or whatever, maybe 7th grade. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 6th grade, 7th grade, and I was like, "Fuck! I'm so excited for this game. I want this game." Like, I was trying to find it cheap as fuck on like eBay, and then I saw the IGN review, and I was like, 7? This game has to deserve it. I didn't tweet at him. No, don't worry about this. Yeah. I didn't. This is not.
But like in that child mindset, you're like, no, there's no way.
There's no way this game is not fucking perfect, and it is totally not perfect. But I followed him, and I was like, let's see what this motherfucker's going through. And I looked at it, and I was like,
who reviewed it? Was it
Greg? It was Greg. Okay. And I think this might be one of his like last games that he actually reviewed.
Okay.
And I followed him, and then I saw a conversation with Colin, and I was like, "Ooh, this is cool. I like both of these guys now.
Okay.
Never mind." And I was like, "Oh, they have a Panda Musk animation of Podcast Beyond. I don't know how that worked out with IGN, but they did it." And so I was like, "Ooh, what's Podcast Beyond? Who's Ryan Clements? Who's And then that's how that went down rabbit hole. Okay. I was like, "Okay, I want to do this. Cool. What do I do?" And then there was an episode, and they had a breakout video of it. You can still find it on YouTube about them talking about just do it, just make videos. You have a phone in your camera, just fucking turn it around, do it,
and learn from there.
Yeah, exactly. First, immediately next week, I did that.
Yeah, and
I got made fun of. I got bullied. I was a wreck for weeks. Yeah, but I did it. Yeah, and it's shit, and I can't find it anywhere. But I did it. And the second video, same thing. Shit, garbage, still up there though.
Yeah.
And from then on, I just kept on doing that until I started realizing what my style was going to be. Of course, you're always biting off people.
Yeah, because you got to learn the essentials, especially before you learn your style. You know, you can't think about like. Of course, I'm a crazy person, so I was learning both at the same time.
Exactly.
So
yeah, you're a crazy person. You wanted to learn everything immediately. I was thinking I was doing it very slowly. Yeah. I was trying to just do this and feel like a normal person. Yeah. I ended up right up now with Raj Former show. I ended up figuring out, okay, this is like the amalgam. This is the amalgam of everything, and this is the thing. It's all coming to this has always been in the back of my mind, but I didn't want to put a name to it unless I had something really special I wanted to put out there. And that was the only thing that I've always ended up sitting on. Like I don't sit on ideas really. Like I don't sit on
like to
just put it out there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not gonna help anyone if I don't put it out there, or at least make it.
Yeah. But when it's a special project, you have to take that time.
Exactly.
That's why the B list only came up in a week after I thought of it, because it wasn't special. It wasn't special.
No. I was going to high five because you just did it. And it's really good.
Yeah, thank you. So, that's funny that like how you sort of like randomly found them and stuff. Like the kind of funny guys. Because I was sort of
out of hate.
Yeah, and that was the funny thing was I remember Greg Miller, the name Greg Miller from the review of Batman Arkham Origins.
Really?
Yeah. And I remember he had given it like a 7.5 or something. Yeah. And I remember being like, I was living with my friend Jack, and our friend Ricky would come over all the time, and I was like, guys, apparently the new Batman Arkham game is as good as the other ones. And they're like, fuck. I was like, we should probably still get it though. They're like, yeah, all right. And so I remember we got it. We played it that weekend, and we were like, this one's fine, you know? Like, it's cool. It's like the Deathstroke boss fight is cool, but like, to be honest, it's really like,
it's not that good.
It's not that great.
It's very buttons.
Yeah, you're like that, and then it's very surface level. There's nothing. Much. Yeah. So, but that's with every Batman Arkham fight, to be honest. So I don't know what the special thing is about Deathstroke. TBH.
The Ra's al Ghul fight was the same thing.
Yeah.
People don't talk about it.
So I remember his name, and then like didn't think about it for probably a year, and like I remember. I wasn't living here yet with Alyssa, but I remember coming out here a couple of times, like over the every weekend. I was living down in San Jose at the time. I would come up here every weekend. I remember at that time, like probably in the first 6 months of her living here, I had randomly listened to a random episode of Beyond, and I remember listening to Colin and Greg, and I think there was the rotating third chair at that point, and so I was like, oh, these guys are funny. I should like listen to the show like more often. Totally fell off. Totally forgot. Yeah, like I listened to that one episode, totally forgot about it.
Wow.
Because at the time, theater was my life. I wasn't really paying attention to this, and then I dropped out of it. Like I was done with theater and all that stuff, and then I remember the thing that got me into the industry was the headline thing on IGN on January 5th, 2015 was Greg Miller's last episode of Up at Noon, and I was like, that's like an important dude, right? Why is he leaving? Like that's a big deal, right? I remember clicking on, and then like somewhere in the comments section, it pointed me to Kind of Funny, and then like here I am now.
Gotcha.
And so your story reminded me a little bit of mine, where it's just like these random associations of like
I mean, that's how life is. Like I look back. I think everyone does. Like, what if I didn't do this? What if I didn't?
Like this one. Like,
what if I didn't sit next to this person in English? What if I didn't work at this certain place? Right. Yeah. Like, but like that's just how life is, and like you just got to live with it.
Yeah. And now here we are together.
Exactly.
I'm so happy.
Yeah,
I'm so happy
I know.
you're here. Another question I have for you is what we've talked about it, like just do it and stuff, right? So I want to go like a sort of step further than just make content, but what advice do you have for people starting content, already making their own content? They're already just doing it.
Yeah.
So like, what do you have for
the
that
next step?
Yeah. What's the next step for the people out there?
My biggest thing, really, I'm serious. Don't invest money into all of this until you have like a specific thing or an idea or a plan. Because I see so many people, I'm going to buy a really expensive camera and mics for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do that. Like, equality of the video and the audio means nothing if your content is garbage.
Yeah.
So work on it, make sure your stuff is good, and then invest in stuff. I think that is something that really
gets lost on a lot.
Said.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you good. Like,
exactly.
If you have expensive knives,
I remember, we didn't invest a lot of money into BGG. Like we got like at least when we were doing stuff here in the house, because we used to go to Seven's house, like our old friend Seven for people who know like the BGG days. He is like a contractor audio technician, so he like let us use all of his old equipment and shit. So we didn't really invest a lot of money and stuff, and like when we would record stuff here with the blue snowballs and stuff,
exactly.
Like, and those are like $50-$60, you know,
super cheap.
Yep.
Just keep it light.
Yep.
And my other thing is to identify your influences and figure out what makes them good and what you like about them, and combine them, because I believe there was a TED talk about creativity and how nothing's necessarily original. I think that's a very large statement. Like, this is completely original. No, the influences are this, and this.
Yeah.
Write it out. Like, I like Jake Baldino stuff because he is a really great talker. I like Captain Kristen because he has really great editing. Okay, so how can I mix these two things and make them feasible for me to do?
Yeah.
What do I have to do? Make a game plan for yourself. Like, just with anything, write it out, figure it out, and don't just wing it. Like, with a lot of things you can wing it, but like, I feel like this, you can write it out and take a little bit of time.
Something special, like
exactly.
the Raj Former show.
Like, just take a bit of time and figure it out if you don't already have it in your head.
Yeah.
I think that's a super easy way to do things, and just watch more content. Like, that sounds super easy. Watch a ton of it. Not video game stuff. Like, go outside.
Like other different
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. There are so many music stuff, like other mediums, and just sketch comedy and stuff like that. You get so many ideas from that.
Exactly, and that's why, like, we were at you guys all came to the IGN tour the other day, and someone asked, like, how do you balance, like, your other passions outside of video games, you know, and, like, it's sort of like I talked about how I used to be really into music, and I was a drummer and all that stuff, and, like, sort of my way to still be involved in music, because, you know, we were in a tiny part in San Francisco, we can't get a drum set. My, like, sort of being able to still involve that is to think about what kind of music I like and how to involve that into my editing, you know? So
that's what I do in my editing, too.
Yeah,
I always make sure to put, this is going to get me in trouble sometime, eventually, but I always find remakes of beats from songs I like. So I don't get copyright stricken. I make sure to put everything in the description, of course, but...
do you know that, like, under the content they have, like, amazing, you can look up the songs and see, like, what you're allowed to put up
But the whole thing is that these are recreations of it, so it's, like, technically off-brand. It's, like, this gray area.
Yeah.
So I'm fine, but, like, that's a good way. I think that's a good thing. You can mix a lot of things, and I think that is so important. Yeah. Find what you love.
Yeah, exactly. My last question for you before we get into some viewer comments, questions is, give me one hot take of E3 E3 predictions. Give me a hot take right here for E3, because we're you know, by the time you guys watch this, hopefully E3 hasn't happened yet. Again, we don't know how our internet's going to work in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
But give me a hot take.
So
for
I got
E3.
a hot take for you.
Yeah.
It's the hottest take.
Oh my god.
So the new Need for Speed game is announced, right? It's super exciting. EA is going to have their EA Play event, right? I'm very excited for that, right? And the whole thing is that they're going to show, like, this black car, right? Super nice, maybe a Lambo, maybe a Bugatti, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Driving super fast, turning, stops. Camera zooms in, is dollying in, rather. Into the
car door.
Yeah, car door. Rolls down, right? And then you should... 3 green lights. Fucking Sam Fisher, okay? He's in the car. And then, boom, Ubisoft logo. The new Ubisoft logo. Okay? And EA. They're working together on this project, okay? He drives away. He's shooting people out the window stealthily. Stealth car combats it. That's the first thing, okay? Inspired by Rocksteady. Rocksteady logo pops up, okay? They're doing the technology for this game, okay? And then we go up. He's driving around, and then we don't know who the bad guy is. Who are these people?
That he's shooting.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Corvette behind them.
Okay.
Again, same action. Dominic Toretto.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I was telling everyone. And Dominic Toretto, and then in the words of Griffin,
our good friend Griffin at Griffin Senpai on Twitter. Okay.
He said that Sam Fisher should kill Dominic Toretto.
Okay.
And then go have sex with Charlize Theron's character
from
in Fast 8. Yeah. So that's my hot take.
Okay.
I think it's the hottest take.
Yeah, it is the hottest take.
Yeah.
Will it happen this week at E3?
Only Yusuf knows.
Yusuf, blink twice at the computer.
Exactly.
If that's real.
He's blinking so fucking hard right now.
So we're wrapping up with the show with a couple. We only got a couple questions this week from the lovely audience. Of course, every week you can be a part of the show by tweeting questions at us. Usually the best time to do it is we record on Sundays, so like Saturday or Sunday, tweet at us some questions. We usually tweet out asking for questions. So if you want to be part of that, you can tweet at me. I'm at BananaSean. Sean is usually at Sean Twisters. He's not here, but he'll be here soon. And then Raj
Hormer.
What, Raj Hor? Is that what
Raj Hormer?
Oh yeah, Raj Hormer. And it's convenient because you also made the title card graphics, so we have your Twitter handle all ready for.
You don't have to do any work now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So our first question comes from Clint Gilmore at Clint_G. Thank you so much for writing in every week, Clint. You're fucking rad.
We love you.
He says, "What do you guys think about Nintendo's online service announcement?" Talked about that already, but he also follows up with, "Also, what's your hype level for ARMS?"
I'm excited for fucking DNA. DNA, man, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah,
Helix.
yeah.
Helix. Because Nick Robinson's doing some fucking fire cosplay. You see that shit?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, he fucking did a full cosplay of Helix, and it's lit.
Nick Robinson's a cute boy.
Yeah, but he's bringing the fucking memes to real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't let the memes become dreams.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So that's what I'm excited.
The memes are... I'm trying to find a rhyme that also has the...
So we'll come back to you later at the end of the
show. I'm excited for ARMS.
Yeah. I think it's going to be Splatoon, I feel like.
I think it's going to be fun. I don't think... It looks deep enough where, like, the different characters have, like, different styles and you can, like, switch out gear and all that stuff. I think it'll be deep enough to have people playing for a little bit, but I think when Splatoon 2 comes out, people are going to drop it.
I just hope that this is a trend. I feel like this is, like, original games that are coming to Nintendo that are going to be surprise hits. I feel like ARMS is going to be a surprise hit. People are excited for it.
What's up?
Are
we? No, definitely not. Yeah, Joey Noelle.
Is she super excited about it?
Dude, she's all about the ARMS game.
Yo.
I'm excited to play as Min Min.
What?
Did you not watch the ARMS, the Nintendo Direct?
Of course not. Why the fuck would I do that?
Where they showed off the new character Min Min.
No.
Which is literally...
Is it a minion?
No, her hair is also ramen, and her hair are her fighting arms.
What?
And it's fucking crazy.
Dude,
Min Min is lit.
I want a fucking minion in this game.
And his arms are just more minions?
No, he has no arms.
How does he fight then?
He's just a fucking minion. I don't know. Remember Minion Paradise? That was announced at an EA press conference.
No,
That's a real thing. People fucking forget that. That was a mobile game showing up at fucking E3.
How excited are you for
Despicable Me 3? Very.
Mario Cross Rabbids.
What? Mario
Cross Rabbids.
Fuck, man. Not at all. I'm disgusted by it. Yeah. It's abomination.
It really
Human. Is. I would like to see how it's an RPG, but it's disgusting. You know what I mean?
Like, I want to see gameplay. Like, I want to...
Yeah.
I want to jerk off to it, but I also like want to hate myself at the same time.
I mean, I already jerked off to it. But this is, again, supporting our theory. Ubisoft, Nintendo, EA, Ubisoft, the year of the crossover.
Yeah. And then we'll, and then after
Yusuf,
Toretto dies, Mario and the Princess Peach Rabbit come in.
And they have hot sex on the car. Do the rabbits have dicks?
blink several times at the computer screen if it's all...
No, but do rabbits have dicks?
I don't know. Can we agree that rabbits are the video game versions of the Minions?
Yeah.
Annoying and awful and have that weird shape.
Yeah. Minions for sure still rabbits.
Yeah.
They were fucking eating on that shit.
Yeah. Second question comes from Ryan Santilli, at Ryan Santilli, who's the best boy. He's really fit and is also from Ohio. And we love him for that. He wants us to talk about your experience with meeting so many best friends and overall trip thus far. We talked a little bit about it, but
yeah.
Do you want to expand on it at all?
No.
No?
I'm kidding. No, I love meeting everyone. That was amazing. People, again, like my life, like completely honest, is me sitting in my room, working on things, crying, sleeping, eating, like
working on more things.
I have no friends really at home. Like that's just a fact anymore, and by my choice, by the way.
Yeah.
So seeing here and being like, wow, people give a shit about me, like, and not like in a way like I'm like famous or anything. Like, people are my friends, like, and that's amazing. That's all I need in my life right now, and it's just been beautiful. And it's just been beautiful to meet everyone, like, and like just make people that like we can support each other. Like so many people I talk to, I'm like, you're a video editor, cool. I'll send you my shit. Like I'll send you my shit. Maybe we could talk. I can help you on anything. Like I just love making those connections to just help people. And I think that is so amazing. Like I love that.
It's fucking awesome. And the last question of the week comes from Logan Wilkinson.
Logan!
At Lefty Loggy, who asks, how is Roger such a talented cute boy?
I don't know about the talented part, but the cute boy is all because of...
How did this come up without my approval of that you're officially the cutest boy of the internet?
I'm the fucking cutest boy on the internet.
I don't agree. I was not part of that panel.
No, you're not part of the fucking panel because you're not in the running, Barrett, okay?
Okay, that's some bullshit right there.
No, it was me.
Danny and Juarez also said I'm the cutest boy from IGN.
No, but he was in the running, though. No, IGN people weren't even in the running, dude. It was me. Somehow Caleb got in there. That was fucking... Alex was there.
Okay. It's all bullshit.
Logan was fucking there, too.
This is all fucking bullshit.
I know.
I hate this.
I
hate all of this.
You were mentioned once.
I need more than a mention.
Yeah.
I'm the cutest boy.
It's like Irrational Passions all over again.
Damn,
Wait, what?
throwing that shade. Alyssa likes to give shit because they did
I'm not giving shit. This is you.
I gave Alex shit because they did the most valued guests or whatever for Irrational Passions.
They did that?
And I wasn't even considered.
Was I there? Was I considered?
I don't think you were considered
Fuck
either.
them. You know what? They never invite me back. They have like all these random people like,
Alex O'Neill's sleeping on the street tonight. Boom.
Fuck yes.
And with that,
fuck you.
With that being said, thank you guys so much.
Taking his fan.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this week for Zero Life. Again, it's a weekly podcast where we talk about all of the nerdy pop culture stuff that we all care about, and sometimes we have cool guests on, like Roger, who helped us with all of our logo and graphics and stuff. So you can obviously see his talent just from our stuff, but you should also go to youtube.com/RochFormer and check out his awesome videos, The Roch Former Show. I would start from the beginning and just keep going because you see the really cool progression of your talent as a video editor and just seeing the cool different ideas. I honestly recommend to watch every episode. They're really dope.
Sorry, I just want to interrupt you. I won best smile for my superlatives, and I just want to also point that out. I had the best smile on the internet, and I did this with this smile that I posted on the internet, and that's the best smile in the school. So
okay,
I just want to point that out. I'm sorry for just interrupting you.
It's okay.
But I just wanted to say that
I was on a roll. It's okay. Now I'm no longer on a roll. Now I'm on a pancake.
$41 pancake.
Anyway, thank you, Roger, so much for coming on this week. It's great to have you here. I'm so glad that you're meeting so many people and making a lot of friends.
I'm happy Sean Pitts was here today.
Yeah. Thank you, Sean Pitts.
Thank you, Sean Pitts.
Who turned into Krispy Kreme donuts. Again, we're not sponsored by Krispy Kreme. We just need to make that clear. Sean's being another busy boy. He might or might not be on the next episode because he's also going to E3. I'm staying back here. So we're going to figure that out. You'll know. We'll tweet about it and all that good stuff. Remember, we're not only on youtube.com/ZeroLife. We're also on SoundCloud.com/ZeroLife Show. We're on all of the podcast platforms except one of them. Someone said the other day, hey, I can't get it on this specific podcast platform.
Was it Spotify?
No.
Are you on Spotify?
No, we're not cool enough to be on Spotify. It was one weird one. I think that was Android related. I don't know how to do Android. But
Nerds.
But I set it up through Google Play. So our RSS feed is on Google Play, so it should be through Android. So I don't know what the fuck is happening there. Anyway, you should find us on almost everything else. Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. Again, you can reach myself at Banana Chong and Roger at RochFormer. Until next time, guys.
Bye-bye.
Hit the music.